Welcome back, everyone, to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday, and joining me right now, resident fitness coach in the building, Deon BodiMeChanik. What's up, Deon?
How you doing?
I'm
Yes.
good. I'm good. How have you been?
Oh man, a time of healing, time of progression. As always, is me. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, healing is necessary, and it sounds like we're going to be talking about muscles this
Yes,
time. What's up with the
absolutely.
muscles, man? What
I
do we
got
need to
some
know?
News with the muscles. The news with the muscles. So, the muscles. What I come to deliver to you is muscles are four aspects, right? Their endurance, how long we can take them. Their strength, how much we can overcome. Its power, how much force we can generate, and its freedom. And what I mean by freedom is range of motion, your ability to actually utilize your body mass. And the fundamental trait that me as a trainer and any therapist really tries to do is coordinate all four to give you superior athletic or just functional fitness performance.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, oftentimes you just use your body and you're not thinking about how you're using your body. And we've been talking about the intentionality of understanding your body more because, I think a lot of folks have a misnomer out there. It's like, oh, I just hire a trainer. They're going to work me until I can't take no more. And eventually my body is going to change. But there's a lot of intentionality in the way that you approach every client for their workouts, right, to get them where they're trying to go. And this part about the muscles is key to that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and a major key to that is really separating what is muscle and what is nutrition. When you're talking about body composition, nutrition, separate it, okay? Anytime you're talking about any physical activity, anything manual to increase metabolic rates, you're talking about muscles. So with that being said, when you go into the gym, don't go into it with a fat mentality or an adipose mentality. Go into it with muscle training, and you want to train in those four dynamics. I see people all the time going to the gym and do treadmill. See powerlifters do powerlifters. Just lift weights, right? See yoga people just stretch, right? And just do stretch. I'm not calling anybody out yoga people, just a lot of people that kind of come just for those one purpose specified type workouts. And the goal is, although great, right? Especially if you're a performer in a particular field, good. We love you for it, actually. That's what us as spectators love. But for overall functionality, no matter what, you need range of motion, power, strength, and endurance. And if your goal is to develop the body, especially in a fat burning capacity, you need to pay attention to all four. Either one of those goes down, you do not get the maximum physical exertion you need in the fitness realm to give you the benefits that these workout programs promise you. Because that's what you're buying. Hey, transform me in 6 months. I have this wedding. I need to fit into this, or I want to be able to do this with my kids, or I have a 4K going. At the end of the day, when you're participating in those things, either you can fit into it or you can't. Either you can complete the race or you can't. Either you can walk your grandchild down the aisle, or, your knees, you can't, So you need to go into with these fitness, these at-home workout programs with the full functionality of I'm training the muscle in specific areas to fully progress me and hit all areas, not just one. So my power lifters, stretch. My yoga people, do some reps. If you're doing both of those, add some power into there. You know what I mean? We want to be sure we're adding all four factors to really increase the body.
Well, we talked about this too before, where it's like, I know for me, I'll be honest, like I'm just like, oh, once my midsection is good, I'm good, because the rest of my body is pretty okay. Maybe a little bit on my arms, maybe a little on my thighs, but Lord, today for me it's the midsection, right? And so I'm always like, me and my homegirl talk about this all the time, because she be talking about her thighs and I be talking about my gut, and I'm like, no, I need to do something about this gut, right? And so, I had this idea in my head, because when I was younger, I would do something where I would just do like 50 crunches every night, right? Like, or 50 in the morning, right. And then when I got home from school, and then at night, so I was doing 150 all day. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna keep doing, because really all I cared about was my midsection. Right. But I wasn't doing anything else. And we also know that, being so focused on one area of the body, is not a good thing either, right? And so I think it's important when you're talking about this endurance and all the four qualities of the muscle that people need to develop, that they also understand it's about the full body. I mean, you've talked about this, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm glad that you said that. Like, even the fact that you're doing something consistent, which people are saying, well, Deon, you're body mechanic, you're doing things consistently, good, right? To a degree, yes, absolutely. For calorie talk, yes, but the body is so many aspects, right? So it's never just one thing. But many times you lead yourself into injury. Because of the super focus on a certain muscle group, you're adding a muscle imbalance that causes muscle strain, joint strain, restricted range of motions, adhesions, trigger points, what causes down the line a lot of pain symptoms, a lot of chronic scar tissue buildup, and don't get you starting to take pain pills to counter that effect. You can see how the domino progresses as you keep going on. So the whole goal of it is not only to get your body right, but once again, you still want to feel good. What's the good of being a goddess body if you're in 80% pain? You won't. Have you ever been at a party with a headache or a stomach ache? You don't care. It can be your jam. You just don't care, right? So I try to tell people, like, yes, look beautiful. Please look beautiful. But if you're starving, if you're in pain, if you're exhausted, you're not enjoying the vacation. You're in Hawaii, but I'm sorry, you might as well have a brown paper bag on your head. You're not enjoying where you're at. So that's where the 4 also ties into. And I'm glad that you really said that, because many people just have this gut or biceps for the guys, or I just want to be just these one specific goals. And another thing about that too is, yes, you arrive there, but maintenance. Once you arrive there, your body's in a completely different composition, so different calorie burn, different metabolic rate, and different workouts to maintain that certain muscle tone. So the training never stops. It just modifies. So really the thing about fitness is fitness is just like me eating, it's just like me brush my teeth, it's just like I shower. It's just something that I do. I don't go into hygiene only worried about my teeth. I don't go into hygiene only worried about my hair. I'm fully clean. I don't go into the gym worried about my biceps or my calves. You're right, full body.
Yeah, that's a great analogy there when you talk about hygiene. And for those of you out there, please be mindful of hygiene for the full body. I mean, really, it's so true. But, I think you're absolutely right. And oftentimes people don't have a lot of this understanding when they're going into the gym or when they're trying to do these home workouts. And I'll be the first to admit, I had them all, right? For a long, that was my thing. I'm like, you know what? Can't get to the gym. Plus, I don't always like the way gyms smell. It's my thing, right? It's my thing. But I would be like, you know what? That's okay. I got my workout at home. And I would be so committed for like the first 6 to 8 weeks. I'd be like on some real commitment. And then somehow something happens, something gets in the way, and I allow that to take over. And when I looked back at my own trajectory, I was like, oh, that's right. I did that. Okay. I look at this calendar that I track all my stuff on, and I'm like, oh, okay, I did that for, 6 weeks. I got to, this program was 8 weeks, but I only got to week 5. And I start to realize, like, do I have a fear of finishing some of these things? Because they do promise so much, Deon. And the truth of the matter is that it matters about the holistic care that we were talking about, like really being able to understand it's also what you eat, it's how you move throughout the day, it's how you're stretching, all of these other things that a lot of times these kinds of at-home workouts don't even give you insight on. Yes. So again, the reason why your training is so necessary, people need to get with you, they need to be able to connect, and really, coming to some of those free workouts y'all offer is a great way to start. Just one, I think that's one tip. Just give the folks that one tip about how they start.
Yes, thank you. How they start, first of all, how you start is doing what you're doing right now. You're tuning in to Fitness Fridays. That's one. That's number one. But Wednesdays and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Wednesdays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have these free classes going on that we exemplify our SPO method. And that's where we focus on all those elements that I spoke about with muscles and everything else. And we also have an NMS method, nutritional mapping strategy, okay? Now, next time on Friday, I've been doing a lot of talking about the physical. We're going to hit a lot more with nutrition as the shows start coming on. But we focus, just like what you're saying, on that holistic element, a stretch protocol, a fitness regimen, a nutritional mapping structure, all wrapped into behavioral health meditation, guys. You know, really thank you big time to people like Haru for really shedding light on that. You know, of course, business partner Karita Hall is very, very well studied on that and really really engulfs into that. So just the mindset of changing and the full body approach is basically where we can start at. Come see me at those classes. I give all this advice. Come to these classes. Always see me in person, right? www.holisticcoalitionnw.com to book a session with me. I promise you, you won't ever regret it. We're at a ton of events. We're at all your basketball events, right? We're at all your tournament events. We're at a lot of these block parties, and we're going to come list them up really soon. We're at the Green Lake basketball with Marvina Kemp coming up this summer. So definitely come get photoed up there. And once again, we're going to be representing United States in the Massage International Competition in Denmark. So we're going to be bringing back a whole lot of information that I'm going to learn from all the other massage therapists around the world. That's June 27th, arriving back in July 5th. And I'll be giving you some more stuff on that one.
Oh, Deon, always a pleasure to have you here. I can't wait to be back with you on Monday. I was a little sick, y'all, so I had a little bit of a break, but we're going to get it back on site. That does. And I gave myself the grace, but I'm ready for it. Thank you again for being with me.
We're sticking with it, right?
We are.
That's what it is. You're going to get sick.
Sorry,
before we cut. You're going to get a flu. Don't ever. There's so many clients. Thank you. What Trae is doing, stay in it. Just the wheel keeps turning because you're going to get sick.
There we go.
All right, that's it, though.
There we go. All right, Deon, appreciate you as always. Make sure y'all check out HolisticCoalitionNW.com. Get on the list. Come in.